my sister was sick a few years ago with a thyroid condition.
Yeah.
So probably that, like just why did that happen?
Yeah.
It's autoimmune. And then my son also has an autoimmune condition, Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
So probably those two issues or problems within my family, and like why did that happen?
Yeah.
It's my sister's my identical twin, so why did she get sick and I didn't?
Behind the practice.
Welcome back to Behind the Practice. I'm Sean Quintero, your host for today, and we got Stacy, a nurse practitioner who has an incredible journey and story. Stacy, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about what led you to this point.
So I've been a nurse practitioner for about 10 years, and I work in an otolaryngology, which in layman's term would be ENT, ear, nose, and throat, head and neck cancers, and we also do allergy, immunotherapy, which generally relates to sinus issues, so we try to prevent that before it happens. So it's more like the treating illness after it's already happened, and I want to kind of go more into the realm of preventative medicine, optimizing health so you don't get sick in the first place.
Yeah, what was a tipping point for you?
Probably, actually, so my sister was sick a few years ago with a thyroid condition.
Yeah.
So probably that, like just why did that happen?
Yeah.
It's autoimmune. And then my son also has an autoimmune condition, Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
So probably those two issues or problems within my family, and like why did that happen?
Yeah.
It's my sister's my identical twin, so why did she get sick and I didn't?
Wow. And that's kind of led you to start exploring exactly that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you started discovering as you've gone through this process?
Well, part of it is metabolic health, so optimizing your metabolic health so that you are not susceptible, and then also immunotherapy, which for allergy stuff, but immunotherapy in general. Now they do immunotherapy. It's kind of different, but for cancers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you're trying to like treat it with less chemicals per se.
Yeah.
So use your body to heal itself.
Yeah. And we were having a conversation before we started recording about this desire to move away from, post-illness to preventative measures. Tell me a little bit about that.
So some of that is through like exercise, weight loss. So like some of that, like the GLP-1 trend, but how do we do that without using a GLP-1? So I want to kind of focus on that, or in conjunction.
Yeah.
I'm really very pro microdosing for GLP-1s.
Yeah.
And I've definitely been experimenting with that with some patients.
Yeah.
So
I was speaking with an attendee who mentioned they were really concerned and scared to kind of use GLP-1s, so they decided, you know what, I'm going to just microdose it, and at the most minimum. And they saw some incredible support with that, which was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you find that as well?
Oh, yeah. So it takes a little bit longer, but you also don't have the muscle loss that you would have when they do the standard escalation, which is great.
Yeah.
Like they were talking about the GLP-1 butt. Everybody loses their butt. Like, do we really want that? No. You want to stay healthy, fit, and lose the weight.
Yes.
If it takes a little bit longer, that's fine, but it's much healthier.
Yeah. And you still have a butt after.
And you still have a butt.
How have you started finding, what are some of the challenges that you've started finding with patients without going in this, alternative?
So the challenges, even in my current practice, because in ear, nose, and throat, we also deal with a lot of GI issues because people get throat symptoms. So trying to work on their diets, without medications and lifestyle changes, stuff like that. It's challenging because they hear it, they want a quick fix. They don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a challenge.
Yeah. And what's your hope as you begin to make these shifts?
Education and helping people to learn to take care of themselves better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it becomes more of a habit or a lifestyle rather than, oh, I'm going to take this pill to fix everything.
Yeah. I think it's so easy for us, we've been trained, take a pill, fix the problem.
Right.
And it's really take a pill, just get rid of the symptom, but the problem's still there.
Right. We want to treat the underlying problem.
Yeah.
Same thing with like sleep apnea, which is like huge, right?
Yeah.
So sleep apnea doesn't just affect your breathing while you're sleeping. Like your oxygen levels may go down, whatnot, so that's respiratory. It also affects your GI system because you reflux when you're having sleep apnea. And then obviously weight affects it. Sometimes it's just structural, but a lot of times it's structural and or weight. Yeah. So just losing the weight, being healthy, it's going to help all those things. And it's also cardiac related because when you have sleep apnea, it affects your heart. Yeah. So it's a lot of teaching and a lot of trying to teach people that their underlying what they think are small problems are like their sleep.
Are red flags.
They're red flags. They're affecting their overall health.
Yeah.
So just...
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I know you're at the beginning stages of making the shift. 5 to 10 years from now, where do you hope you'll be?
5 to 10 years from now, I hope to be sitting on a beach. No, just kidding.
Oh, me too. I'm there with you.
I hope to be fully in private practice and not working for a hospital system because then it just makes it more... possible to practice the way I want to and
expand some of your care options. And
I'm going to start with telehealth, but I may, in 5 years, have an actual office that people can come into so that I can expand into some of the therapies that you have to be in person to do.
Sure, yeah. That's amazing. So we'll have to have you back in 5 years.
Yes.
We'll watch this together, and then we'll get a reaction video from you.
That would
amazing.
Be fabulous.
If you, we'll end with this. If there was one thing you wished every one of your patients knew, like they came in already educated about this, what would it be?
Well, I guess what you do and what you put into your body is very important, and you are what you eat, I guess, basically. But also when it comes to any kind of chemicals and whatnot, and treating your body metabolically so that you can optimize your health.
That's amazing. So if you're listening to this, make sure you keep an eye on Stacy, Dr. Stacy. We're so excited to see where this goes and see you in 5 years from now.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
My name is Sean Quintero. This has been Behind the Practice with Dr. Stacy, and we'll see you in the next episode. Behind the Practice is produced by Next Step Social and Podcasting and hosted by Katie Brinkley and Sean Quintero. A special thank you to our guests today. This episode was recorded live at the Boston BioLife Functional Longevity Summit. A special thank you to the team that helped make this podcast happen.